Now, what's the direction or future for digital chocolate? Is this sort of the IPO? Would you like to continue to be a standalone company, or is it really competitive out there and there are a number of potential acquirers, and are you entertaining any of those?
I think the most important thing when I first started the company is build a solid operating company with a solid strategy, because then you've got all the possible doors that are open for the future. Mm-hmm. And of course, we have professional investors, so between the fact that they would like to at some point have liquidity, and all of my employees have options in the company, and you'd like to give them liquidity as well. So obviously we'd like to drive the business towards some kind of liquidity event, but obviously the first choice for us would be to be a strong, independent public company if we have what it takes to achieve that. We're almost there. I don't think we're quite there yet. And I've been part of companies that have gone public too soon. I've been part of companies that went public early and pulled it off, and I've been at companies where it took us a long time to go public, but we're still successful. So you have to figure out when is the right time to become a public company. It does put you in a different category, and it does create different needs, and you kind of have to be ready for that. At the same time, there is a very active M&A climate. There's been a lot of consolidation in the industry. We ourselves have made 3 acquisitions, and we're working on more. And there is potential to make even bigger and stronger companies by combining some of the companies in the industry.
What are you looking to acquire, and how much are you spending?
Well, one of the things that we did in very early days is we realized that this had to be a global business, and therefore to enter a major region, it helps if you make an acquisition in that region. Mm-hmm. So we started out by making an acquisition in Europe, and then one of the things we did this year is we made an acquisition in India, and that has allowed us to dramatically expand our production capacity, as well as having a foothold in a major Indian region.
Do you have to raise
Asian
more?
Region.
Do you have to raise more funds to continue that? You have to continue acquiring companies, or how are you doing with your funds? You raised $45 million.
I would say in general, we've been very efficient about how we've spent money on the operating business, and we've gotten to profitability. And having a strong balance sheet, and having a war chest with more cash in it, and having prospects for liquidity, and having both a management team and investors that have kind of a legacy, being able to create value and achieve liquidity, that makes it easier for us to make strategic moves. Okay. And then the other thing, of course, we think about is that we compete with really big media companies.
Who would they be?
I mean, some of our stronger competitors on that side would be companies like Disney and Vivendi, and from time to time, different big media companies, which could be Yahoo or Warner. There's many different guys that have either been in and have backed off, or are thinking about getting in. And what we want to do is we want to get ourselves in a position to be a good partner with companies like that, and demonstrate to them that we can add a lot of value, whether it's an arm's length relationship or a strategic relationship.